Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Mystic Huts. We have a treat for you tonight. We have Division D West here at NGS, the Nexus Gaming Series, with a matchup between Longhorn Gaming and Unicorns United. We'll be kicking off the match very shortly here, but let's get started with the preview of how the coin toss went. The coin toss was won by Longhorn Gaming. They chose to pick the first map, which means that they got the first map ban of Towers of Doom, followed by a map ban from Unicorns United of Dragonshire. Map number 1 will be played on Sky Temple. This was Longhorn Gaming's choice. Map number 2 we played on, yes, correct. Map number 2 will be played on Battlefield of Eternity, which was Unicorns United's choice, which means Unicorns United will have first pick going into tonight's match. As we kick things off. Don't worry, Hector. As we kick things off here into the draft, gonna load the teams up here. Everybody is ready to go. We'll flip the switch here shortly.
You're mine now.
And here we go. As I stated, map number 1 is Sky Temple. First ban will be in the favor of Unicorns United. And we'll see how they kick things off here. Sky Temple, a map that definitely favors your global heroes, Dahaka, Falstad. Brightwing, especially with the new rework, is available for this map. And we have a Kel'Thas fan right out the gate. Another character that can be very frustrating to deal with on this map due to the color of his spells and the light color of the map. A lot of people don't like to deal with him. He's also a nuisance as always. Stukov banned on the side of Longhorn Gaming. Unicorn United with the Dahaka ban. And an immediate Maiev ban here on the side of Longhorn Gaming. I do not hear any sound on my end. We got a Genji first pick. There it is. And the sound is working. Morales and Greymane right off the D8 here on the side of Longhorn Gaming. So Morales always a great to stim pack the Greymane. Gonna be a good counter to that Genji there as well. So very hard hitting, very finish heavy heroes right out the gate here. Curious to see how the teams take this.
The Crusade. Vanquish the weak.
Johanna and Jaina. So getting some control under their belt there. Jaina and Johanna definitely going to be a nuisance for Greymane to deal with. The blinds are always unfavorable for our favorite wolf. And the slows are going to make getting out of there just a tad bit harder. We've got Deckard Cain being banned. So getting the healers locked out of here, as Unicorns United haven't picked one yet. And what is Unicorn's answer to that gonna be? What'll it be? Diablo. So plenty of tanks still on the board. And there it is, Tyrael and Sonya. So we've got Morales, Greymane, Sonya, and Tyrael. We're on Sky Temple. Will we be getting some medevac cheese? That's the prime comp right there. I'm curious. It is the last match of the season for both these teams. Zarya and Tyrande wrapping it up on the side of Unicorns United. Zarya also a fun part of that medevac cheese sometimes, so I wonder if they sniped that there.
My hatred is
and Illidan, so they're going for pure damage here. Johanna can be a nuisance for all of their damage. Let the team swap. We've got our early game draft. Looking at this favorably, I'm gonna lead in favor of Unicorns United from the draft. However, if Longhorn Gaming has up their sleeve what I think they may have up their sleeve, this could be an interesting match. If this carries on into the late game, I see Longhorn Gaming's pulling away with the Tyrael Sanctification. Sonya's Greymane and Illidan all heavy in the damage there. How about y'all? What's your pick? Let me know who you think's going to win when the poll kicks off. Press 1 for Longhorn Gaming, 2 for Unicorns United. Let's see what the fans think of this matchup as we head on into Sky Temple as soon as it loads. So a lot of control coming out of Unicorn United. Very, very curious to see if Longhorn is going to do what they seem to be leaning towards. I've seen teams lead towards with the particular heroes that have been picked on this particular map, or if they're just looking to carry hard with their DPS. All right, in we go.
I would
Here we
prepare
go.
for
On the
your
side of
ceaseless
Unicorns
battle.
United, we have Vardic
If
on
you
Johanna,
wish to live
Zayla on the Jaina, Lorbot is on the Zarya, Handstall on the Tyrande, and bringing up the rear we have Quiz on the Genji. Over on the side of Longhorns Gaming's, we have
The temple
a very
opens
spastic
in
team here. Pizza Dog on the
10
Sonya,
seconds.
Creedy 34 on the Illidan, Resty on the Tyrael,
5,
Lumiere on the
4,
Lieutenant Morales,
3,
and Caldo
2,
Soup on the Greymane, and they're all headed bottom lane.
slay each other.
Dropping sprays all along the path. Unicorns United heading towards mid. I wonder what they think is going on here. Straight into the towers. I think that's what's going to be happening here in this match. They do get the first early tower. They're going to back off for now. Jaina rotating to the top lane to soak, and all of Unicorns United headed down here to counteract this hard push. Sky Temple is a map that is fought over objectives, as most of the maps are in Heroes of the Storm. You have 2 objectives to kick things off here at the top and here in the middle. Teams will fight over possession of that, and as they have possessions, the towers there will fire lasers towards the other enemy team's defenses to send them crumbling down and make more of an advantage for the team in possession. I guess I should kick the pole off. Teams are just going back and forth on the soak here. For those of you that are new, this is Heroes of the Storm. Teams will be fighting over lanes, trying to push their way towards the core on either end of the map. The team that takes out the enemy team's core first wins the map and wins the game. Greymane down here taking the Siege Giants for his team. Tyrande and Genji taking the Siege Giants for their team. And Unicorn United and Longhorn Gaming still going neck to neck here. Longhorn having just a slight lead from that early tower, but Unicorn's just pulling ahead there. For the XP there at the top. Zarya facing off against Sonya in the bottom lane. That's a fight that can go either way depending on what the players have up their sleeves. But Sonya is going to drive her out for now. The first shrine should be coming up here shortly.
Blue team draws.
And Zarya falls in the bottom lane. Just as we click away, she gets taken out. So first blood goes in favor of Longhorn Gaming. That pushes them up to level 5. They are close, inching ever closer to the level 7 talent. Over here in the top, looks like Unicorn United prepping to take the top camp. Middle still kind of up in the air as Greymane and Illidan are over here taking the knights. Down on the left side here. And the first temples are online.
the temples. Guardians, do not
see how
let
y'all
these
voted.
mortals approach them.
Everybody has picked Unicorns United, likely in favor of the possible cheese comp coming up from Longhorn Gaming. Nobody likes this. Nobody's a fan of that particular push comp. But as the tempos come online, Unicorns United have a hold of the middle one. Greymane has a hold of the top one for Longhorn Gaming, as the rest of his team is going to sit here and zone out the rest of Unicorns United. So shots going both ways, hitting middle and top forts respectively. While Sonya and Zarya continue their duel on the bottom. Sonya a little low this time, as this little brawl goes on here. Oh, Illidan sneaking around, opting not to engage. As this little brawl goes on here, we have talents level 7 on board for Longhorn Gaming. Zarya down there in the bottom. She does have Feel the Heat. She's the closer Zarya stands to targets, the more damage she'll do with her beam. But it's not enough as Pizza Dog gets another kill on Zarya. So second blood in favor of Longhorn Gaming here. Both shrines are down. Unicorn United getting 2 towers and a fort from it, or some fort damage. Longhorn Gaming getting 2 towers. And the soaking continues. Jaina and Joe grabbing their bruiser camp here now. Zarya is back up. Next temple will be in the bottom lane, and that is the temple that tends to decide heavily early on which way this match is going to go. I don't know, Hector. I do not know why Sergeant Hammer's body is so much smaller. In the brief lull here, let's take a look at... oh, hold up. Illidan getting greedy on the Jaina. Greedy getting greedy over there. But they're going to back out there, trying to clean up the bruiser camps going on. Genji keeping up with down there. Zarya taking the Giants camp in the bottom. And as we have this lull, let's take a look at how these heroes are being built out for this particular match. And right as I say that, Joe makes her way up top. Jaina's there right behind her. Illidan with the flip out of the blizzard, but he's in trouble. He's low on health, he's blinded. Blindfolded does nothing. Another good pull from Bardic there. Jaina getting back up there. Creedy is low, but he's going to be able to get out. Narrowly dodging the Tyrande out there. And the team's back off as the temple activates again. Going to recover their mana, going to recover their health. Longhorn Gaming nearing level 10 and their ultimates. Zarya keeping Sonya at bay as she lets the Giants make their push forward. Unicorns United not too far behind on their level as well. And there we go. Level 10 is online for Longhorn Gaming. They're making their rotations down. The ults are as follows. Go for the throat from the Greymane. Illidan with Metamorphosis. Sanctification from Tyrael. Medivac dropship from the Morales. Go for the throat and Wrath of the Berserker. So right there, the 2 ults that tell you what may be in store. Sanctification and Medivac. Zarya with the grab surge. Jaina with the ring, hitting 2 people. Unicorns United got the combo going. Can they clean it up? Still going. Sonya spinning for her life. Caldo suit backing off, and Unicorns United taking over on the bottom temple as Genji narrowly leaps out of to safety there. In the side of Unicorns United, we have Blessed Shield from Joe, Graviton Surge, which we've already seen from Zarya. Just like in Overwatch, it's the massive grab bomb that'll pull everybody in. Ring of Frost from the Jaina, locking people down. Dragon Blade from Genji. And Shadowstalk from Tyrande. So, Vardic caught out alone. There's 5 Longhorns on him. Popping the Unstoppable, grabbing a drink, and his team is falling back as quickly as I can, but it's not going to be fast enough, and down he goes.
Find something else to fight over.
And now Longhorn Gaming beginning their assault on this front fort here. They did lose the temple, but nothing came out of it really damage-wise. United got the towers and the front fort some damage, and not much else. So Longhorn looking to make a push on the boss, possibly? Deciding against it. There's the Medivac. Where's it going? There's where it's going. And just as expected, there's the Sanctification. Everybody's standing in it. But Morales is caught out. She's going to fall. And the main person for this push here is down. They do get the keep. That's going to start catapults in the bottom lane. And the medevac cheese has so far been successful. Down goes Sonya. Unicorns United able to get the kills as Illidan's already starting on the core. And pretty much what you can expect at this point is Longhorn Gaming to simply fly in every chance that they get to do as much damage to that core as they can possibly get. Unicorns United gonna promptly head over to the boss and the little lull here as they battle. Here's another review of the talents. Zarya with the explosive barrier, giving her some of that extra wave clear there when her barrier expires. And you see the medic just kind of hanging out, waiting for her team. Both shrines are online. We have one in the top and one in the bottom lane. I expect Longhorn to drag unicorns away from their base somehow, and then fly back in for more work. Boss is pushing bottom lane. It's going to take that bottom fort really quickly. The catapult deciding to turn and fight the giants instead. Longhorn Gaming making quick work of the bruiser camp up here. Shrines are online. Temple capture is available. Tyrael and Greymane hanging out at the top. Genji and Zarya hanging out in bottom as the boss continues to push with over half of its health here. Giants not far behind it. And Unicorn United grabbing the other giants. They're looking just to push as fast as they can to counter the medevac. Here it comes. Straight to the core. The call has been made and you already see Genji hearthing. You see everybody on Unicorns United hearthing, but here they go. This is where the damage comes in from Illidan and Greymane. Look at that core health drop. The shield is down 90%. They're in the sanctification. Immune to damage 60%, 50%. Sanctification is gone. Damage coming out 16, 9, 5, 3, 1. It is over. Longhorns United pulling off the medevac cheese. And they are successful in game number 1, taking it 1-0. Let's take a look at the stats here. 7 kills to 3 in favor of Unicorns United, but it was all for naught with the medevac sanctification, as Hector is calling it, juice pirates. Fly in, put as much damage in as you can. If you die, who cares? You're just going to be right back in there. Numbers are pretty good for the short time that we had. 10 minutes on the match. Well, let's go see what Battlefield of Eternity holds for us in the next match. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back for game number 2 here just shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are sitting here getting the teams set up on Battlefield of Eternity for map number 2. Map number 1, Sky Temple, Medevac Sanctification. I probably don't need to say more. 10-minute map. Juice Pirates reigning supreme, as they tend to do on that map, in the favor of Longhorn Gaming. Let's see what awaits us here at Battlefield of Eternity. For those of you not in the know, Battlefield of Eternity is a two-lane map with one central objective, where two deities, an angel and a demon, will fight in the center. Both teams will be set to defend one and kill the other. The team that kills the enemy team's immortal first will win the objective and have it pushing in their favor into the weaker or into the stronger of the two lanes remaining for the other team. It will get an extra shield for its health for any remaining health on the allied team's remaining immortal. As the teams are getting set up in here, let me make sure everything is in order. It is. We will be jumping into this very shortly. We've got the readies. Teams are ready to roll. Let's give them the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Kick it off.
Battlefield of Eternity.
Battlefield of Eternity. Here comes the draft. Longhorn Gaming up 1-0 as we go into this one. And I almost foresee Unicorns United just possibly banning out the medevac just to avoid this a second run of this strat. I don't think it's quite as effective on Battlefield, although I think it can be pretty effective wherever it's run. But there's Stukov coming out on the side of Longhorn Gaming again as a ban. What has Unicorns United got up their sleeve for this game? Kael'thas banned out again. Must be a Longhorn player who's quite skilled at Kael'thas. Curious to see if one team drafts more in favor of the objective, trying to burn down that immortal pretty quick, or if they're both going to draft for team fights. There's a Tyrande ban. That isn't a surprise. She does have the armor reduction, which takes down those immortals pretty quick, enabling those fast damage dealers to do the work that they need to do very fast. Luca, that is because Longhorn Gaming does not have a logo. That is the default no logo. You'll notice that they don't have one sitting up in the corner when the match is actually going. Asmodan is banned on the side of Unicorns United. And there's an immediate Hanzo pick coming out of Longhorn Gaming. Not a surprise. Hanzo very, very powerful on this map. He has such good damage to bosses and minions, including the immortal. But what is up the sleeve of Unicorns United for this one? What could they be thinking? It is both teams' last match of the season. Longhorn Gaming looks to be secured in the playoffs. Unicorns United are here to get some more games in, pretty much,
Our time has come.
as they await wildcard weekend. We have Diablo and Artanis. That they do, Edgar. I believe they are sibling teams. Eight seconds left on the clock here for Longhorn Gaming. Genji and Muradin. Stun lock and cleanup. Hanzo for the poke and the immortal. Here comes the last round of bans. Who else is going to be unavailable for this match? Yorel. Very good solo laning hero on a map that's usually run with one hero in the top lane, 4 heroes in the bottom lane up until the start of the objective. That's a good ban there. Curious to see if Blaze makes it through. Although Diablo and Artanis are already on the side of Unicorns United, I don't think Longhorn Gaming would ban Blaze when he's still an option for them. Phoenix is banned out. Another quick auto attack hero that while not as fast as Artanis or Hanzo on the Immortal, he can ramp up pretty quick. His ults are very powerful, and he's just quite the nuisance. Unicorns United. Li
This realm
Ming.
needs me.
Deckard
So
Cain.
it begins.
Stay a while. Now that is a pairing that could be devastating. One root, an orb, and some missiles, and somebody's health is going to go from 100 to 25% or less really fast. I'd like to see them utilize that combo very dangerously. No, logo. It says no logo. They didn't have a logo in the list of logos that was sent, and I couldn't find one on the website. Sonya and Brightwing. So pulling up Sonya again, and here comes Brightwing. Recently reworked, she has got the ability to cleanse as a default trait every 2 minutes with some talents, a talent or two that can lower that a bit. And what's the final pick going to be for Unicorns United? Do they have something up their sleeve? Do they have something fun? It is their last game of the regular season before wildcard weekend. Jimmy.
Anytime you're ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our draft picks. Looking at the battle for the Immortals, I'm going to say it's pretty even. Both teams have heroes that can burn through it really quick. Jimmy, Li Ming, and Artanis can definitely burn through that thing. Li Ming more in a bursty sense. Sonya, Hanzo, definitely able to pump out the damage on the Immortal. Hanzo more so than anybody. Genji, able to at least throw shurikens in its butt, keep damage going, and clean up any damage that goes through. How about y'all? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Press 1 for Longhorn Gaming, 2 for Unicorns United. Who do you think is going to win this match as soon as the poll opens up for you? Here we go. No cheese in this one. This is going to be a straight up battle to the death. Loading up into the match. Here we go. Time to play. I'll stop singing right now. Here we go. On the side of Longhorn Gaming, we have Creedy 34 on the Muradin, Lumiere on the Brightwing, Caldo Soup on the Hanzo, Pizza Dog on the Genji, and Reste on the Sonya, sporting that new Team League and Hero League mount that Prance is all about. Over on the side of Unicorns United, we've got Vardic on Diablo, Quits on Li Ming, Zayla on the Jimmy, Handstall on Deckard Cain, and up in the top lane we've got Lorbot on the Artanis. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game number 2 between Longhorn Gaming and Unicorns United.
We cannot
And there are the sprays. Of course, NGS does have a fun little stat, keeping up with the most sprays throughout the season over on Stats of the Storm, and everybody wants to rack that up pretty fast. Opening scatter shot from the Hanzo, popping Vardic in the face there. Opening talents as we have a bit of a slower start to this one. Third win from the Muradin. Swiftest win from Genji. Hypershift from Brightwing. Warpaint from Sonya. Simple geometry from the Hanzo. He's going to be looking to get scatter shots off and hit as many heroes as he can. He's going to improve his boss rushing later. Muradin dropping low there pretty early. The teams are just going to keep going back and forth here. Up in the top lane, Sonya's winning the fight against Artanis for now. That could be an interesting one to watch. On the side of Unicorns United, we've got Feast on Fear from the Diablo, Sapphire from Deckard, Power Hungry coming from Li Ming, Genji popping the Protected, Amateur Opponent coming out of Artanis, and Exterminator from Jimmy. Amateur Opponent going to be that one for it. Artanis to help burn that Immortal really quick, but Diablo's in trouble here. His health is low. Deckard's chunking potions at him, and he's going to be able to walk away just enough. Just long enough to live. You might be unfamiliar with Deckard Cain. He throws potions on the ground similar to the style of Diablo 2, and the players can pick them up to drink them for more health, or the players can have them shoved down their face forcefully by having them thrown on top of them. Just like that. Oh, Jimmy's isolated, he's stunned, and Genji gets the, or Hanzo, I'm sorry, gets credit for the first kill. Those first blood in favor of Longhorn Gaming. Gets them that slight advantage lead there. Thank you to the voters. We'll give it up for another minute here, and we'll see what the final thing is. Oh, thank you, Luca. So Longhorn Gaming going to take their camp here. They're going to leave it there uncaptured until the Immortal is actually up. And Unicorns United doing the same, but they're going to go ahead and capture theirs. It'll push top lane. Longhorn Gaming will push bottom. 10 seconds till the Immortal fight. Let's see how teams go about this here. Let's get us a little bit extra view. As this is a nice little brawl area we got here.
I shall purge your evil from this land, demon.
Clear out the pole. The pole will stay up until we have a lull in the fight. Both teams go ahead and starting on their Immortals. Creedy coming in down here on bottom. Bardic dropping low already. And Longhorn Gaming going for the defense first. Lorbot in trouble. He's low on health. He's got to get out. He's not going to be able to. Down he goes. Vardic trying to screen, buy his team a little bit of time to escape. But he's dropping quick as well. And just like his brother in arms, down he goes. That's going to give Longhorn Gaming the advantage they need to start pushing down this Immortal. Jimmy's still poking away at the bottom lane, but Murden's coming for blood. He gets stunned by the Immortal, stunned by Murden. Stunned by the Immortal again. And Zella going to barely be able to walk out of there with his life. So Li Ming's in trouble now. She's going to blink away, but Genji's not done with her yet. And she explodes in a wave of confetti from Sonya's slam. Let's see what you guys have picked. Final poll is once again in favor of Unicorns United. I think everybody's just biased after that first match. Let's see if Unicorns United can do it for their fans, but Artanis is dropping low here again. And he just explodes. His Verdant is low, not quite low enough. Vardic's going to barely squeak out of there with his life. Hanzo doing what he does best. Over here just shooting the Immortal. Getting the scatter shots. Level 6, almost 7 for Longhorn Gaming. Still a brawl going over here on the right side. Genji is low. Aren't we getting the heals off though? And at this point Longhorn Gaming is just going to back out, grab those globes, and retreat to safety. As you can see, the serrated arrows from the Hanzo, that right there is his ability, similar to Artanis's. That will let him do extra damage to the Immortal and start burning through it really quickly. Never outmatched, lowers the cost, and he's going to be able to get more of those scatter arrows off by simply attacking the Immortal. And once he finishes simple geometry, he'll have 7 scatter arrows as opposed to 5 for even more damage. Diablo upping the solo lane against Sonya in the bottom. His Longhorn Gaming right there push in here. Front towers are down. Immortal working on the first fort. The scatter arrow is completed. Artanis caught out again. He narrowly dodges the potion thrown his way, and not on purpose. He was avoiding the damage. It was an unfortunate toss. And down he goes again. Kills 6-0 in favor of Longhorn Gaming. Down goes the fort. Wells right behind it. Sonya getting flipped over the wall by Diablo, but she's able to break free, and here comes Brightwing getting the heal off just in time with her teleport. As a note, her teleport now heals on arrival. That is now a new feature of her baseline teleport. Up in the top lane though, Genji poking around for some fun. Hanzo Murden up here, clearing out the night camp. I guess I should call it the siege camp, the goat camp as I like to call it. Those wonderful little goats out of Diablo 2 and 3. Siege camp on bottom being poked by Unicorns United. And Jimmy riding the team mascot there across the battlefield. Everybody agrees. They confirm the bias here. Brightwing popping his trait there, getting Jimmy out of the Sonya out of the stun. Soothing Mist is what it's on, and it is a passive trait. Hitting the D button will relieve his enemies of roots and stuns and slows. I believe I said that right. Root, stun, root, slow, and silence. So everything. It's a good one. Sonya waiting for Artanis to swap before he... Artanis making the swap to get away, but Sonya right back on him with the grab. Using her chain there to stick in the fight. Warbot's turn. Both teams taking their camps. Shaman camps online and pushing. Another fun feature of Brightwing is if he lands a hit in the center of his flare ability there, he will get an extra pulse of his healing off. Kerrigan, also the other hero that was reworked significantly, and yet to see her in action. Li Ming under fire again from the Genji. He pops a Dragon Blade to secure that kill, and he's going to use it to get out of there right for Deckard Cain. He was in trouble now. Ride, old man, ride. Unicorns United sporting those unicorn mounts. And then you saw the extra pulse from Brightwing as she landed the hit right in the center of that circle from her flare there. Hanzo lining up to get the best shots he can on his scatter arrow. But Longhorn Gaming a little behind on the Immortal here to start. If Unicorns United can get the Hanzo off of this thing, they can hold that lead. Then they come, ultimates are up. In fact, level 11 is up for Longhorn Gaming. We'll check those out in just a moment. But Longhorn Gaming getting hit by the stuns as Artanis is swapping people all over the place, but he is unfortunately left alone to die by his team. And Unicorns United had to back out. And you can see that health just chunking with every scatter shot that Hanzo makes. Diablo getting caught in the vent, stunned and beaten up, rightfully so, by a hero from his own franchise. The stun arrow narrowly missing Jimmy down there in the bottom lane. Let's take a look at the ultimates. Uh-oh. Meriden catching Jimmy as he's hurting, and Jimmy's surrounded. And he promptly pops. Ultimates online for both teams now. Avatar coming out of Meriden. Dragon Blade from Genji. Blinkyo out of Brightwing. Wrath of the Berserker, and Dragon's Arrow from the Hanzo. Big fight here. Creedy isolated. He's able to leap away, and the Immortal's going to push on in. Artanis low on health again. Diablo getting the stun on Meriden, but he's got no follow-up. His team is back dealing with the Immortal. Genji popping the Dragon Blade. He's going to dash on in. He's trying to get some secure a kill on the Diablo, and Hanzo finally does. Unicorns United are on the back foot here. Their ultimates are Lightning Breath, Lore, NATO, Disintegrate, Suppression Pulse, and Raynor's Raider. There it is right there. That little Banshee.
Thus ends my assault on hell.
The Immortal goes down. Longhorn Gaming grabbing their level 13 talents in the process. Sonya prancing away. I cannot take that mount seriously. As Longhorn Gaming looks to grab both of the siege camps. Unicorns United taking a moment to regroup. Going to be looking to push these lanes back. Try to catch up in level here. A bit of lull in the action, but look at this. Longhorn Gaming piling up in the vent here. Wonder who's helping that is. As this Shaman camp comes up in 12 seconds. Lumiere taking a seat over here. There's Jimmy. Radar gonna safely ride across the right direction there. Brightwing trying to bait out the Deckard, it looks like. Oh, there's Diablo. He finds what he's not wanting to find in that vent there. And down he goes. He found a party that he was not invited to. Suppression Pulse coming out. Deckard throwing down the roots. But Longhorn Gaming gonna walk away with this one rather simply. They're up 12 to nothing in the kills in this absolute bloodfest on their side.
Repent before my wrath, demon.
Immortals are back online. Hanzo's going to position himself in the back again. Just fire scatter off that front rock there. And every time he does, he's going to hit about 5 to 7 of those serrated arrows into the Immortal. Look how fast that thing dropped. For Unicorns United, attempting to get 13, now realizing they are going to have to do something. Get some damage on the Immortal. They're going to be facing a fully shielded Immortal coming out of Longhorn Gaming. They start the burn and it's not fast enough. Hanzo just making such quick work of the Immortal on this map.
Victory through righteousness.
I'm actually surprised he made it through the bans here. Let's zoom on out here as we await the Immortal.
Let the burning hells atone for their sins. I will bring down the gates of hell.
So this Immortal barely missing any of its shield. It's going to be a powerful ally here for Longhorn Gaming as they push their way in. Leaving firing off the Disintegrate, trying to do what damage she can. Artan is getting off the suppression pulse. Let's zoom in on the action. Sonya is low, but she's going to be able to spin her way to freedom. Greedy is low. Down goes Deckard though. Down goes Artanis. Leaving, unfortunately, not getting the resets here to carry this fight over for Unicorns United. And that third win for Merida just healing him up so quickly, especially under the pulses of Brightwing's healing. The Immortal's still well over half health. Level 16 online for Longhorn Gaming. And they are pushing in here. There's a lightning breath from Diablo. Rusty getting low. Diablo getting slammed into his own tower. Jimmy is down. Artanis and Li Ming and Deckard are the last line of defense on a core that is all but gone. Down it goes. GG in favor of Longhorn Gaming. They take this one 2 to nothing. Let's take a look at the final stats and stick around. We will have Longhorn Gaming in here very shortly to do an interview as they take this match, tonight's match, 2 to nothing. Final stats here, we got almost 80,000 damage taken on the side of Longhorn Gaming's tanks, 53,000 healing coming from Brightwing, 39,000 the top damage from the Genji, top kills going to Hanzo and Genji cumulatively, and on the side of Unicorns United, Jimmy topping siege damage, Sonya topping it for Longhorn Gaming, Li Ming topping the damage on the players, Deckard with 31,000 healing, he couldn't get those potions out fast enough to even heal his team. It's just unfortunate with the blow up coming out of Longhorn Gaming. And the tanks taking a whopping 111,000 damage. Just not enough. They ate so much damage. Just nothing seemed to go right for Unicorns United in that game. They'd get the early fight, they'd get the early initiations, and it would just swing on them the moment a good polymorph came out or a good stun and Genji got into that back line. Unfortunately, both teams putting up very good fights, very entertaining games, though. Don't get me wrong. Unicorns United, despite the score, were in each team fight up until the very last damage to that core was done. Once again, good games of both teams. We will have Longhorn Gaming in here shortly. Thanks to those y'all who stuck around. We will have Longhorn Gaming join us here any minute now. Creedy and Rusty, welcome,
Hello.
boys.
Hey.
Hey.
So, going by the chat, I have to ask, why game one? Why?
It's just our last game, and we kind of had the guaranteed spot, so we just kind of wanted to do something fun, and that was kind of what we came up with. So
I understand completely, but chat had no qualms no favors for y'all there. They voted hardcore for Unicorns United in game one and game two after that game one cheese. Not really much to touch on in game one. It was only 10 minutes long. This chat, the Juice Pirates, as Hector was calling them in the chat, coming out in full effect. So let's jump on into game two, Battlefield of Eternity. Getting that Hanzo on the first pick, I'm surprised he made it through that far, to be honest.
Yeah, we were too. We thought that that was gonna get banned out, but there was still like a small chance like that it was gonna go through, and when it did, we were able to pick it up, and that really helped us through that game.
Yeah, and once he gets those talents at level 7, there's not much you can do to stop him on that Immortal.
No, not at all.
yeah, you just
So-
shredded it.
How were y'all feeling going into game two? You had the cheesy win in game one. Were y'all concerned? I believe this was their map pick.
I don't
we
think
weren't. You can go for it.
Oh, okay, thank you. We weren't really too like worried or anything. I mean, we've played Battlefield a lot before, and so like it's one of our like maps that we're pretty. We haven't played it in NGS this season, but like just like as a team we've played it, and so I think we were still pretty happy like going into it.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we just didn't know what to expect though, because I mean we played the quote unquote cheese comp the first map, so we didn't know what to expect quite on team fights yet. So we kind of went into it with an open mind on how to fight around the Immortals and all that too.
Yeah, I was actually waiting to see if they'd pull something crazy to return the favor there in game number 2. They didn't quite do it. I even made a joking suggestion to them before the match to run Cho'Gall with the Lost Vikings and Abath there, and they didn't go for it.
Yeah, we thought they might actually pull the same Juice Pirates on the first map actually when they first banned KT.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we'd banned before when we were gonna do that, and it was a big map, so we were a little scared that they might pull the Morales from us first.
They didn't take it in the first pick. Y'all snagged it. So what a bloodbath in y'all's favor for game number 2. I mean, they put up very good fights against you guys, but they just weren't able to secure some of those kills. Y'all's front line did a good job screening the Li Ming orbs when players got low.
Yeah, we've just kind of been working on that through the games, just trying to get better on peeling and making sure everyone has the heals when they need them. Make sure that everyone knows when to step in and take that damage for all the people who are low.
Yeah, yeah. So getting to see the new Brightwing in action, how does Brightwing feel to y'all?
We like her a lot. Just like in the bigger maps, especially her global presence is really well appreciated because I could be up in the solo lane and be low, and I can get a little help or something. Especially like on a map like Dragonshire, that's really nice to have. And then just even on this map, it was still nice just having that team healing around the Immortal, just so like we can all get healed up a little bit. And then the cleanse was really important to us against the Diablo, especially.
Yeah, definitely saw it put to good use there. Why are people inviting me to parties? So I don't have much else for y'all. Very good performance. Y'all look like y'all going to finish right there at number 2, right behind Off-Brand Cereal. So it made you get plenty of time to prep for that possible final showdown there in the West. Any thoughts
Yeah, we
going into
hope to see them in playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Thanks for the entertaining matches. Thanks for showing everybody what can be done on Sky Temple, or giving everybody a reminder, I should say. I'm sure I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be surprised if we don't see that a lot in the coming matches on Saturday. Thankfully, Sky Temple's not an option.
Oh, okay.
I know it can be run on a few other maps as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
We won't give away our secrets quite yet.
well, best of luck to y'all in the playoffs.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Definitely enjoy your night.
You too.
Thanks,
Thank
you
you.
too.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The captain and his companion, Rusty, from the side of Longhorn Gaming, having a little fun on their final night. Thanks again for tuning in. This is Mystic with Mystic Huts. Longhorn Gaming takes tonight's match 2-0. Tune in tomorrow night, same time, for another match. This one coming also out of Division D West. I believe it's the Planet Smashers. I do not remember off the top of my head. I'll catch y'all tomorrow night. A couple more cast replays as well coming out tomorrow. So keep an eye on the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your night.